What's up, guys? And I'm back for another video. Today we're doing an easy job on a 2010 Nissan Sentra SR. It's got like 4 different codes on it. We're gonna replace the MAF sensor. We're gonna replace the I already replaced the coil packs and the spark plugs, but it actually needs a new valve cover gasket, a new oxygen sensor, button it back up, and it should be good to go. So here is our vehicle that we're gonna be working on, and let me show you the steps and everything that we got to do. So let's. And if you look at my code reader here, we have airflow sensor code, we have cylinder misfire code, we have multiple misfire codes, and we have fuel system too lean code. And I'm going to show you what we're going to have to do for this, but we're going to replace the valve cover because it's leaking. We're going to replace the oxygen sensor, and we're going to replace the MAF sensor, or the mass airflow sensor. Clear the codes and we should be good to go. So let's get started on the job. Let's do it. All right, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this 10 millimeter and we're going to pull off this cover here. And there's this 2 10 millimeter cover bolts holding it on. Let me just pull this. Alright, here's our cover. It's got some little tabs that you gotta just pop out. We're going to take a pair of pliers, pull off the clip, and pull. We can pull it this way too. Pull off this hose. Alright, the next thing that we want to do, pull off the hose on the end of the manifold. Okay, we got all our hoses disconnected. Now we're going to pull these 10 millimeters. There's a 10 millimeter nut on the stud over here, 10 millimeter, and then there's 2 up here. But you have to pull these pieces off that hold the cover in order to get a good grip on the bolts that are underneath here. You can see them. It's right here where my finger's at. It's kind of hard to see. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're just going to take our 10. We're going to loosen these. You don't have to take them off. You can just loosen them. All right, this will give us access. Okay, I lied. I guess you do have to take them off. I'm gonna pull this one. Pull this one. Okay, now make sure that you be very careful on how you always hold it. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, it's an 8 millimeter, but I'm gonna use a 5/16. And we're going to loosen the 2 hose clamps. And here's our mass airflow sensor that we're going to be replacing. But we want to remove this intake tube. I forgot the freaking name of it. But it doesn't matter. it comes off pretty easy. The piece just comes out. Boom. And then you want to you can just get some pliers, push the tab down, boom. We're going to remove these 4 bolts. There's 3 right here. There's 1 right here. I'm just going to use this 5/16 again. It's supposed to be an 8, but I lost my 8s. And they shouldn't be in too tight. And 1 more. Just gotta fill around for it. Okay, after you finish removing the last bolt, this piece just slides on out of here. We're just gonna move it out of the way just a little bit, and it's gonna let us get to, I don't want to unplug it, but if you can see, all right, now that we got a piece out of the way here. See that bolt right there? We're gonna get this bolt that's hidden down here, and it's a 10mm. The next step we have is this. There's a 10mm right here. And we're just gonna loosen that. Then our intake should be ready to come off. The intake manifold should be ready to come off. I'm going to pull the dipstick, and we want to take those wire cutters, and there's a little tab that you just have to pop out. Now this intake should come out. Just gotta be careful with it. We got one little fucking hang up. There we go. There we go. And I guess we can take off this last the clip in the back here. This is annoying the hell out of me. There we go. Okay, now we got some space to work. Alright, so we're back. Now we want to just press in our tabs, pop off our power connectors to our coil packs. We put in new coil packs, but they're probably all fouled because we got to do the valve cover. So let's get our 10mm. So just break these loose. All right, so when we pull these out, it's gonna be a little careful with them. There's one. That one's pretty clean. See how there's no oil or anything? That looks pretty good. So let me look down there, spark plug tube. Good. Plug number 2. Plug number 3. Nope, no oil in there. Plug number 4. This thing needs a valve cover. Interesting. Well, alright, so we have a 14 spark plug socket, 14 millimeter. Just go ahead and stick it in here. And let's do a light turn. This plug seems to be burning good. This one's fouled. This plug is fouled. You can see the gas that's on it. It's wet and it smells of gas. So there's one of our misfires. Woo, shit. There's another one. That plug is fouled, covered in gas. This one has gas too. All these plugs are fouled. All 4 of these plugs are fouled. 3 of the 4 are fouled. 3 cylinders. That sucks. Alright, so now we see part of the cause. This tool right here, we're going to use this CRV W1267, and it is for the oxygen sensor. So we're just going to slide it over the wire, and we're going to fit it in there. And then we're just going to break it loose. And you might have to tap it in. Alright, try this again. There we go. Wow, it wasn't in there very good. I'm going to disconnect our little connector. Bastard. Alright. Now we're going to pull our oxygen sensor. And there is our oxygen sensor that's giving us a bunch of grief. Alright, here is our MAF sensor we're putting in. We gotta get the old one off first. Shit. Hold on. God damn it. Reset and fire up. Sounds good. We still got codes that we gotta clear out of the system, but
with